Okay, no, I was going to say that seems like a terrible idea.
Yeah, not likely.
The case.
And
I was worrying. Based on the swaps there for a second, I was like, okay, we're doing one. I think they could have been a little bit more swap of
Catfish and should be able to get stuff done. But hopefully Dr. can have a better time. He was pretty forgettable in game number 2, to be perfectly frank.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah. Also, Bao on his first champion that isn't Varus of the week. That makes me happy, as Callan's also going to go from the very dark skin to the most rainbow skin that you can possibly find, and I like that. It's going to feel phase of the Akali. They've done it pretty dang well, as Rich not going to be able to get over the wall, as of course that flash was just taken down. Good equalizer comes in though, as Peanut wanting to get rid of the Gwen, and yep, ain't going to be saved this time around, as it is going to be a 1-for-1, but True Shot Barrage coming on in here, and there's the follow flash. Peanut, he don't miss those, as Gori not going to be able to find the same play that Solka found on him in game 2, but is going to be able to get away.
You don't get that kill on the top side of the map to try to take some control back, but taking this Rift Herald might be biting off a little bit too much.
Yeah, Gori's going to come in, but he's still very low on health. It looks like NONGSHIN should be able to grab this, as they do have smite advantage. And now Kingin going to not get feared, but is over the wall. Blast Cone comes down as Peanut looking for Kingin once again. Solka coming on through as Gori has to flash to get out of the way of the collapse on the bottom side, but it looks like NONGSHIN should be able to get out of here. And I think they managed to pick up the eye as well, as this time Docdom's the one on the bot side of the map, and NONGSHIN get everything.
I mean, they got everything they...
Well, I think that Bao and Becca have been admirably laning, as Peanut turns up towards the top side, and Kingin knows exactly what's going on here. That's an equalizer put down for fun, by the looks of things, as Gori gonna dance around this one. Rich comes in, there's the paranoia. They just waited for the miss to part, and Gori's going to dash on through and pick that one up. Rich tanks the turret for exactly the right time, and that was a really nice dive.
This is the proactive play that we've been wanting from NONGSHIN for so long.
Okay. Gori going to be able to backflip his way away, and Pioshik's like, what? Champions come with dashes like this now?
If he
That's
stays,
not fair.
if he stays, like, there's a lot going on here. The plates are going down mid more than they're determined to take
to win. Yeah,
yeah.
There's like not losing and then actively winning, and there's not a lot of actively winning here today.
Certainly
thus
not.
far. Control Lord goes into this Drake pit though, as Pioshik taking down to half health. It's good value. Equalizer is still available, of course. True Shot Barrage can augment that as well from the bottom side, as we can see. Gori does have teleport, but is currently on the top side of the map, as this could be a 50-50. Pioshik taking a fair bit of damage. There's the teleport. Equalizer to block it off. I love it from NONGSHIN. Immediate exhaust onto Rich to stop him, as Bao, he needs to be dealt with, and Gori's going to do exactly that. Dashes on out. Bao's going to be taken down. Another beautiful play from the Akali. She will be taken out in the end, but she killed the Jinx, and that was her job, as Dr. just looking to clean this one up. Double kill does eventuate, as Solka is there to throw out a shock blast, but that ain't going to do it. And here is the cherry on top. That is a Mountain Drake going over to NONGSHIN.
It feels like these moments for NONGSHIN, that when we see these moments, you could see the glimpses of greatness. You could see why they're drafting like this, because the execution is good in these critical team fights sometimes, right? It feels like 1 out of 3 times you're almost inspired, right? And this is one of those moments where DRX start the Drake, right? But you have to remember, the engage window here is so huge for NONGSHIN. They have an equalizer to cut the team in half. Rich comes through, and then Gori is there. Once the health bars are low, he's like, this is exactly where I want to be. And if Pioshik can't lock him down and hit a stun, he just zips through the entire team, and you can't win this anymore.
Yeah.
And DRX have to back off. You see Solka actually does one more shock blast onto Duckdom, sadly. Not going to get anything else, but we're going to watch the Akali play here once again from Gori.
See how he gets it done. Good ult on in, and as Akali likes to do, she can get absolutely anywhere she needs to go.
Does die.
Was that a fail flash at the end there?
I think it was, but Holly in this case, it's the power of the equalizer that comes through from range, right?
Yeah, I mean, Peanut's starting off that fight with that perfect sort of zoning equalizer to make sure that he could split the fight, as we've just got a dead Jace in the mid lane. It looks like Akali is past level 11 and is now able to do a lot of work, as Pioshik's going to get missed by the Q.
That was one of those question mark Solka moments, right, that I was talking. And this means that there's opportunities for DRX to get mid-prio back. Duckdom is so greedy.
Well, see whether he gets that Arcane Shift back available again. I don't think he's going to be able to, but Callan has so many heals, and Pioshik has to get devoured, and that means that is an extraordinarily dead Jinx in the back line. And now Gori, he comes forward. When the Akali doesn't need to do anything at the initial fight and 2 kills go down, you know that the tidy up's going to be there. And Sulker and Kingen are like, what happened to my team?
Yeah, this is really, really scary, too. I mean, this actually could be a Baron play. They're going to look to group for it. I mean, the damage is there. At this stage, with 2 down, three down, like with 2 damage down, like, you can't fight this.
Nope. They don't have much of an opportunity here. Sulker not even going to be throwing down the teleport for it or anything like that. Pioshik's still dead for 7 seconds.
Pioshik being dead means that you can take this and then rotate down to make the Drake play on top of it. You can see Ahsoka's grouping there, or he's calling for the groups there. You can see the pings coming through. Kingen is here. So they are going to have the contest for the fight, but it's not like you just lose this straight up. Although if you back, I guess you do. I think they could have definitely just walked down, but...
Yep, I mean, that's the whole point, but I think that NONGSHIN are more focused on now extending that gold lead, getting some more cash in their wallets, and then using it to take down DRX's news. All right, yeah, Pioshik is dead.
When an Udyr...
Nope, he is able to get out.
When an Udyr almost doesn't get away. When he almost doesn't get away, you're starting to get a little bit worried.
Well, now Peanut is running away, but Kingen, yeah, unfortunately bit off more than he could chew. Bit of desperation there. Looking to try and lock down the Rumble.
That might
actually
be
okay, yeah, Bao in a bunch of trouble.
I mean, only 30 seconds left on this Baron buff. It's going to cost them a lot of control over these inhibitors, but if anybody else dies on DRX while they're trying to defend these inhibitors, I think the game ends. Like, NONGSHIN are at that point. We're only 25 minutes into the game, but they are so fed. They've gotten the Kali who is ready to party in this base. You cannot afford to even defend these inhibitors. I think you have to wait. You just have to back off and let Kingen respawn.
Yeah, but I mean, how long are you going to do that for, right? Are you going to back off and let your Nexus turrets tank up the aggression, right? Because now that's what's seeing the issues right here, as we can see 2 minion waves being pushed in. The Baron has just worn off a couple of seconds ago as Peanut trying to burn Pioshik, but Pioshik not too worried.
Soka's back. Ducktom's so greedy.
This is definitely very far forward, but Shock Blast barely denting the Ezreal that's built like a tank right now.
Pioshik in the perfect spot to try to deny some retreats here, but NONGSHIN are still going to be able to force their way out of the base. So close to actually trapping them all and punishing, but they're just not. They don't have the damage to do it.
Decision here to maximize damage, but I feel like Gale Force's stock would be pretty high this game, given the amount of stuff you want to get away from.
Okay, there's a lot of resources committed to kill that particular super minion.
Yeah, that is a lot.
NONGSHIN are just going to group, and they're like, no, forget the Drake. We can actually just win this game right now. They're that far ahead.
Some rockets flying on through here as Bao's trying to utilize that range advantage that he absolutely has this game. The dive is just so strong. True Shot Barrage comes down, Equalizer, decent positioning, but not maximum value. Now we'll see whether DRX can just restabilize and go for a re-engage without the carpet available. Exhaust onto Doc's arm. They're unable to fully commit to this one. The lack of engage on DRX is so dangerous. NONGSHIN can decide when to do anything this game as the wish comes through, and NONGSHIN are back up to full health once again.
This looks like game over.
Yeah, which team has the fountain here, Wolf? It feels like it's NONGSHIN, because they just don't lose health. That's going to be the Akali locking down the Udyr, and I think that DRX may have ran out of ergs as the Jinx takes the Akali down, but the Nexus is not going to be so lucky. 9,000 gold the lead in the end as NONGSHIN do it again. Another 2-1 victory.
Very, very strong game here from NONGSHIN.